Hey there, random internet strangers. It's Random Crypto Guy with the worst crypto channel on YouTube. Dun, dun, dun. Just wanted to make a quick video, and I'm sure everybody's excited about we finally broke the mother of all uh, resistance areas, and it looks like it's basing up to support. Just wanted to review a couple things. I'm still out here, still trading. Uh, Accumulating, doing extremely well. Looking at my first exit fairly soon. Uh, Hopefully, with this, once we reaccumulate after this little crash that we had this morning around midnight, I was sleeping during it, so I was mad because I couldn't. I wanted to buy the dip, of course. I wanted to purchase some more Ethereum, and wasn't able to at the price level that I wanted to because uh, BlockFi does not have limit orders yet, and I keep screaming at them, please, 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 set up some limit orders, and I'll be your customer for life because I don't need your charting. I just need a way to execute limit orders, and while that money's sitting waiting to be executed, it's collecting interest. So it's winner, chicken dinner, no matter what happens. So that's why I'm, begging and pleading. I'm going to look at crypto.com and Celsius and see if I don't think that anybody does limit orders, which is ridiculous. But I don't know. I guess they're not trying to cater to traders. So, without further ado, I just want to do, this was an older video that I talked about exit strategies. And I'm going to update that a little bit today, but if you want to watch the older video, it was Sunday, February 2nd, 2020. I think I talked about strategy of Forex that I've used in the past. I've got some vacation time. I might pull some of my money out and see if I can still got what it takes to do my Sydney scalping strategy, Sydney salmon scalps. But it does take up a lot of time to do that, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I've turned more towards an investing approach, which I'm going to talk about today. Moving on, let's go to the chart here. Changed out a couple tools here, and if you notice, I've gone to, well, you can't see it on the screen, but this is the weekly chart of Bitcoin versus the United States dollar, and I enter on the daily chart is where I look for my entries, but as an investor, I want to look for the longer trends. So I look at the weekly chart for my exits, and so today's dump, didn't bug me a whole lot. It kind of irked me a little bit that I couldn't buy more, and I'm going to show you why right here. This is the weekly chart, and I have the boxes. These are developed according to Sam Seiden. Seiden. I've been pronouncing his name wrong all this time. Didn't know that. It's Sam Seiden. And this is the daily, where the mother of all resistance points has become the mother support. And this right here is forming up. This 4 hour has formed up on top of it. So now you have a stacked amount of support. So I don't see this dropping below 10,000 for quite some time. So I think there's going to be a lot of buyers here. I know I'm one of them. But I've actually bought Ethereum, but I'm not going to get into that today. I just want to go into so we have boxes stacked on top of boxes. So that is, just like what it was down here, and why I wasn't worried about Bitcoin crashing is because we had 4 hours and dailies stacked on top of each other. So I saw this, I think, in this week here as an area of accumulation, one of these 2 weeks. I think I talked about it and tweeted about it. This looked like accumulation to me. And sure enough, bang, it took off. And then once we popped 10.5, and now it looks like 10.5 is now becoming the new support instead of resistance. So exactly what everybody has been predicting all along. So, like I said, it's a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's showing up on the charts as well with the liquidity zones. You have the daily turncoat. Now remember, turncoats, they don't last long. They when they're early, they do really well, but once they become turncoat, they don't last long. But we're building this 4-hour on top of it. That is making that a whole, just strengthening it. And so what do I look for when I'm looking for my exit? Like I said, I wasn't worried about this big tail here yet. We just started here. We got some nice support building up. So I put this indicator on here. It's called the Gaussian filter. Now, I've talked about a lot of different ones. You go on the video that I did in February, several different ways to exit. I found that this Gaussian filter works really well. That when the dot, it's basically a moving average, and then it has these dots here that'll warn you that momentum is slowing down. So that's kind of the get ready button. Could be a possibility that it's a buy as opposed to just get ready. Looking here in the big parabolic, this $14,000 run up to 14,000. These would have been good buying opportunities when the dots turned red. So, and keep in mind this is the weekly chart, so we want to take a look at that, the longer view of what was going on. If we go to the $20,000 run, you can see here is it actually went up, but we got a red dot there, and then we got a red dot there. This would have been a good buying opportunity. So the red dots will represent buying opportunities early in the stage. And then when we get late stage, we start looking for Heiken Aishi candles. You do the 2 Heiken Aishi rule. I've modified it a little bit for the exit strategy for Forex. And I'm just going off of history of what we have so far. If you have a red Heiken Aishi and either 2 red Heiken Aishis or 1 red Heiken Aishi and a back to green, but it does not exceed the prior high, then you exit. That'll get you out the optimal level. And remember, keep in mind, this is a weekly chart, so you got to be patient with this. That's a 2-week time span where this happened. So, if we go here is a green, here's a double green. So that would have been the area to exit right here on this hyperbolic downtrend. If you managed to short this, if this was, and then here's the 14,000. 2 reds, you're out. So this one wouldn't have done as well. But if you considered this right here as a second candle, if you maybe did like a 3-day, you would have seen this down and then a green. So that's something to keep in mind, that you had a retrace. But so this might have been a good exit here. And you have to keep in mind, what we're looking for is the big institutional selling. Bam, bam, here's 2 weeks of selling, and then a small amount of buying the dip, but doesn't exceed previous week. Here's a candle, here's the institutional selling. We had a daily form up here, and then it popped up back in there again. So we got the double tweezer. These are all sorts of different things that you can look for. But again, keep in mind this is a weekly chart, so it's slow and developing. We continue on. Here's another institutional sell-off. That was during the market crash, and then it dipped in, double tweezer. That would have been a good buying opportunity. I think I was too scared, and I waited and looked for a good entry on the daily. I think I got in somewhere on this week, at the beginning of this week. I believe I was I was around the low 6,000s when I bought in, which was right around here. So somewhere in there, it might have been, I think it was this week is when I bought, because I remember it going into profit quickly and staying in profit the entire time. So, and I'm still holding this position. Even though it would have dumped out here. But as I said, I was looking for it to break this support, all this stack right here. That's what I was looking for. So I huddled through all this, and it didn't break. The fundamentals. I listened to the chatter. If you read my thread on Forex Factory, I've switched my chatter over to cryptocurrencies. I haven't been following the euro and the United States dollar news. Too sad to look at, quite honestly. A more optimistic crowd with the crypto. And so we're just beginning this new run. According to the Gaussian filter actually told me to exit if I'd follow my indicator rules, and did not let this trump those indicator rules, the support holding, then I would have exited probably right here for 3,000 gain. Not bad. Oh, $2,500 gain. Not bad. But I held because I knew that I felt pretty confident that the way that this was stacked, that it was going to hold, and just the news and everything else. So here I am. I'm still holding, still holding strong, and it did just barely missed this new support level before retracting down. So this was the next area of interest. So, but as I said, as a long-term investor, this is a good sign right here. We got stacked turncoat. It's still young and early turncoat, so it's strong. This 4-hour supply or some 4-hour demand hustle forming up. So everything's looking rosy, looking pretty constructive, despite that little downturn. And still have the JMA slope down here. This is an indicator I found and modified it. Gives me little signals. If you're not in now, your JMA is giving a signal this week that when it knocks this line, that means we're in for a bull run. It's a little bit of a late signal. If you're a trend trader, this would be the time to get in. If you manage to hit that pullback at 10.5, good job, good for you. But I still have this, and I'll give it out to anybody who asks me for it. Leave a comment down in the notes in the video, and maybe DM me, and I'll see what I can do to send it. I'm not sure how to do that. I know I can attach it to an email, but I know some people are kind of freaky about that. So, but it is just an MQ4 file. Well, actually an EX4. I won't send you the MQL. You'll get the EX4 file. So that's today's video. Hang in there. I think we're in for, it's going to be a bumpy but profitable ride.